How to antique stem concrete. In this video we're going to demonstrate how to add antiquing color to an existing stem concrete. The materials needed are Smith water stains colors, 1 part color to 8 parts water mix, 2 pump sprayers, cardboard, and a couple of people to do the project. In this case the project has desert sand and have sandstone mix, and then after that we let it dry and then we apply the antiquing. As you can see here, the process is very simple. We apply the color and immediately the second person applies the water. You apply enough water until the color starts moving slightly, and that's enough. So it's also very important that the people work coordinated in that area. The more profile in your stem concrete, the heavier your antiquing is going to look like. It is very important to have a cardboard to protect the walls from getting splash or spray over onto them. And then again, it is important that the 2 people work in a coordinated form and not get ahead from each other. Now, and that is mostly important when you're working on outside, exposed to the sun on very hot days. The color will dry rather quickly, so it's important that the color person doesn't get ahead too far from the water person. It is best to coordinate the antiquing colors as well. In this case, our base color is a desert sand color. We're antiquing it with what we call bark brown color, so that way give you a more realistic look. You can use multiple colors of antiquing if you desire. You want to make sure that the previous color that you apply is dry before applying the next antiquing color on top of it. That is very important to avoid colors from mixing with each other. As you can see here in the video, how quickly the antiquing moves from the high parts of the concrete to the low parts, creating that antiquing effect. Here's another sample of a part of that entry that we did a few minutes before the video started. When you're working with steps, you want to make sure that you apply a little bit of color, not very much, and then when you apply the water, that you do it in a very controlled form, so that way the antiquing flow does not go down the face of the steps, creating streaks on it. It's also very important to consider that when you antique the floor, because there is high peaks and low valleys in the stem concrete, in the high peaks, as the antiquing color flows to the low valleys, it will leave a little bit of color, creating some highlights of the base color. The final result, we let the color dry overnight, apply anti-skid, and then we seal the concrete with E15 concrete sealer, stem concrete sealer, and this will give you the richness of the color, will give you the gloss, and it will give you many years of protection of the concrete. Antiquing color, well, you can see here the variations of the antiquing color in the sun as well as in the shade, and the depth that it creates by adding that extra effect. Here's an example of the floor on the shade side. See how you can see the desert sand in the antiquing quite clearly, and then when you expose it to the sun, you actually get it richer looking. The antiquing process follows whatever the pattern of the stem concrete is. Be careful in planning that. For more information, please visit sealgreen.com. Color stains and sealers for stem concrete.